I do a little intro for this video, and I want to thank my good friends in Burn the Skies for that great intro for their cover of Zero by the Smashing Pumpkins, and it is one banger of a song. And if I get copyrighted for it, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. But that's all I gotta say about that. So, welcome everybody to another video right here on the former home of the Shadows of the of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadows Lair. And I'd like to welcome you all once again inside the Shadows Lair. We are live on this Sunday afternoon, May the 28th, 2023, for episode 66. If there was one more six, it'd be 666, the number of the beast. But it's episode number 66 of the Shadow Slayer series. Thank you for watching. My name is Peter Joseph, your gracious metal god and your tribal god of extreme. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel. Hopefully get the 300 subscribers on this channel. We're about 19 away. So subscribe now to this channel and my other channels, which are down there in my lovely pants, otherwise known as the description box below. So subscribe to my channels down below. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, you are a zero and you can go fuck yourself. But if you're real, you can do that. So Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow me on social media. And as always, share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's your motherfucking bass guitar or your drum kit, or maybe your lead singer. I don't know. But or your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, hit that bell to get notified. And hell, leave a comment if you want. You don't have to, but if you want. It's there for a reason, but it is what it is. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Sunday afternoon, May the 28th, 2023, we got a big, jam-packed, huge night of action with Double or Nothing 5 and NXT Battleground 2023 coming your way at the same goddamn time, but in different places, of course. So we got all that coming up tonight. It's going to be pretty exciting. You know, I believe this is the first time that WWE and AEW, well, WWE and NXT, I believe, have done a pay-per-view at the same time and the same day. I could be wrong on that, but we'll see what happens with that. But it should be some good shit later tonight. And I am only going to be watching Double or Nothing tonight. I will be watching NXT Battleground tomorrow. And I will do the review on my Peter Joseph channel tomorrow afternoon before my Memorial Day festivities. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the intro by Burn the Skies, the kick-ass band from right around my area. Not where I live, but, you know, they're in the Brooklyn, New York area, so check them out. Kick-ass, and that's all I gotta say about that. So anyway, I hope everybody is having a great Sunday. Memorial Day weekend is basically almost over right now. We got one more day, which is tomorrow. So we're off tomorrow. I'm off today. I'm off tomorrow. Go back on Tuesday for work. As we close out the month of May and go into that beautiful month of June, we're 3 weeks away from the official start of summer. So doesn't feel like summer. Feels like late spring here in the Northeast. So nice 71, 73 degree day. Hope everybody's enjoying it at the beach, at the amusement park, because amusement parks like Coney Island, they're open this weekend, and they're going to be open throughout the summer, so go enjoy it. We had fireworks last night with the cyclones, and for some reason, I'm about to go to bed, and like 2:30 in the morning, boom, 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 fireworks going off outside of my house at the park. I'm like, 2:30 in the morning? What the fuck? I guess they were testing something. I don't know. But it was a late night party. I don't know. But yeah, I heard fireworks going off, and I'm like, what's going on? 2:30 in the morning, and it's not even July 4th yet. But, get ready, because the fireworks are going to be starting pretty much every weekend from now until Labor Day. So, because it doesn't end after July 4th. Those fireworks can go off at any time between now and the fall. So, you got to deal with it even at 2:30 in the morning. So, which sucks for my mom, because my mom's dog is scared of fireworks. So, and my mom gets all crazy about it. So, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. But anyway, on this Sunday afternoon, it is time for another predictions video on episode 66 of the Shadow Slayer series. Check out my video on Friday with my video on Night of Champions, which was on Friday, and yesterday. It was a good show. I know my good buddy Rally might be coming in, but I'm sorry, I put my stream to 1 week. So when I know you just subscribed, so you got to wait a couple of days, Rally, for it to come on my show. So I apologize for that. But if you're just watching, you can leave a comment after the video. And hope you enjoy the song at the beginning, because it's a banger. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, it is time for your 2023 NXT Battleground and AEW Double or Nothing 5 predictions. Double or Nothing 5 and NXT Battleground come your way tonight, beginning at 8 p.m. at the same goddamn time. But Double or Nothing comes your way. Where's Double or Nothing? From MGM and Grand Garden Arena, right? No, the T-Mobile Arena. It's a little bit bigger than the MGM Grand. So, Double or Nothing comes your way from the T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada, which is outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. We got that. And NXT Battleground comes your way from the Songa Center in Lowell, Massachusetts. So, should be some good shows tonight. And let's get into the predictions. And let's not waste any time, because I don't want to go too long with this video, because I already had lunch and I want to kind of take a little bit of a second nap and get ready for Double or Nothing and hang out with Issa on her Double or Nothing and Battleground watch along. She'll be watching both shows at the same time. I told her to just watch Double or Nothing, but she don't want to listen to me. But I love her anyway. But anyway, so I'll be watching Double or Nothing tonight with Issa and everybody else who's going to be watching it tonight. So, but most people are going to be watching Battleground on another day, or probably tomorrow, and then doing their reviews tomorrow for Battleground. But we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to start off with Battleground, because it's the lesser of the cards and everything. And let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. All right, so we got a six match card for Battleground. As usual, it's like a takeover. So let's get into it, and let's not waste any time. And as always, I am taking it from the Wikipedia page, and that's pretty much it. All right. So Battleground, I'm going to start with the tag team titles on the line. We have the Gallus Boys, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang, along with Joe Coffey, Mark's brother. They're taking on another set of brothers. That is the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, with Ivy Nile at ringside. Should be a good match. The Creeds winning that little number one contendership from Gallus, and Gallus, beating Tony D and Stax. And I believe the Creed brothers at Spring Breakin', I believe. So they did that. Was it Stand and Deliver? But then over the last couple of weeks, the Creeds making a name for themselves. They won a match, and they called out Gallus to another title match. Gallus eventually did accept, and there was a brawl. Blah blah blah. You get that. So this should be a pretty good match. I'm gonna go with Gallus to retain, and I just don't feel that the Creeds are gonna get another tag team title reign. I just don't think so. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. So I'm gonna go with Gallus to pick up the victory, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. All right, then we're gonna go to probably the match of the night. It's going to be a slobber knocker and one brutal match, a last man standing match between the Russian Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, and the Big Boss Man 2.0, Dominic Dijak. This feud has been going on, and both men beating the living crap out of each other. Dijak smashing the gate on Ilya's ribcage, and then Ilya almost doing the same thing to Dijak the week after that. And then when we saw Dijak basically torturing Ilya in his little dungeon or whatever it was, and Dijak says, "You got to do better than that. I'm still standing." And then we saw this past Tuesday on the program them beating each other up in the back, and then went into the ringside area with the contract signing and everything. And then Ilya coming off the steps with the torpedo, knocking Dijak down. Dijak barely getting up, showing that you ain't gonna keep him down. So this is gonna be a brutal match. But I'm gonna go with the Russian Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, to pick up the victory. And they better lock down the arena, because they're gonna probably use everything in the arena to beat the living shit out of each other. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Let me move on with that. Alright, then we go to a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. We got the long reign of Wesley taking on his former best friend Tyler Bate, and taking on the leader of Schism, and that's Joe Gacy. Now Wesley has held the belt for so long right now, taking on old challengers, but I think this is going to be the one where he might lose the belt. Being friends with Tyler, meditating with the weed and everything, and then Ava Raine and Joe Gacy kind of planting the things in his head and everything with Tyler's gonna turn on you, and eventually he kind of did, saying, "I don't need you anymore." And then they're arguing, and like Wesley's like, "Well, I don't need you anymore. Fuck you." And Gacy wanted the belt, and Wesley said all you had to do was ask. And then we saw, I think it was a week or so ago, where Gacy and Schism beat up Wesley and injured Tyler Bates' forearm and everything. And that's what happened. And then after that, Tyler got all mad at Wesley for not saving him and all that shit. So this is gonna be a pretty good match. I'm gonna go with Tyler Bate to win the title. I wouldn't be surprised if I give it to Joe Gacy, but I really think Schism needs to break up eventually, because the Grizzled Young Veterans, or the Dyad, I think need to go, because they were supposed to get a push out the door. I mean, there are budget cuts coming up, so a lot of releases going to be coming up pretty soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if they get rid of the Grizzled Young Veterans, and then they go to Impact, or they go to AEW to probably get ruined there too, but we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. But I'm going to go with Tyler Bate to pick up the victory over Wesley and Joe Gacy to become the new North American champion. And that's that. All right. Then we go to the match, which I think will steal the show, as the Rockies just took the lead. Mets had a 6-2 lead and blew it. It's in Colorado, so they're going to blow it anyway. So 7-6, Rockies, bottom of the 6th inning. So Mets probably will lose that game, but we'll see what happens with that. Not doing so good on their 6-game road trip. Lost 2 or 3 to the Cubs. About to lose 2 or 3 to the Rockies, and then now they're gonna come home for the Philadelphia Phillies, which is a big series. And then next weekend they got a series against Toronto. So Now it's not. Now it's 9-6. Now Rockies just scored 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Crazy. Tyler McGill cannot pitch on the road. He is just garbage right now. So, but you know it's early, bottom of the 5th. So I mean, Mets got 4 innings to get 5 runs to win this game. So it's only with 1 out in the 5th. So Mets gotta start playing some ball and getting some runs in the next few innings. But you know it is what it is. Francisco Alvarez hit another bomb, give the Mets a 6-2 lead. It was great, and but Tyler McGill gave her right back up that butthole. But it is what it is, and that's that. 9-6, Colorado, bottom of the 5th in Colorado. We'll see what happens with that. All right, like I said, the next match I'm going to predict is a British Rounds rules match or a Heritage Cup rules match, which basically means 6 rounds, 3 minutes each. You have to get 3 points or 3 falls to get the win. So basically a 3 out of 6 falls match with certain rules, I guess, in there too. But anyway, we got the champion Noam Dar taking on Dragon Lee. This is going to be one hell of a match, one fast-paced match, one banger of a match. I'm going to go with, Noam Dar's held that Heritage Cup for so long. I think it's time for him to lose it. So I'm going to go with Dragon Lee to pick up the victory. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe our good friend Nathan Frazier, comes in and maybe costs Noam Dar the match. And then in turn, Dragon Lee and Nathan Frazier have a feud after this. But we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with Dragon Lee to pick up the victory. I don't know if it's going to go all 6 rounds, but we'll see what happens with that. But it should be one banger of a match. And we'll see what happens with that. So, Dragon Lee will pick up the victory, and that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the vacant NXT Women's Championship. I am looking forward to this one. Tournament finals, we got the lassie from Scotland, Lyra Valkyria, taking on Daddy's little girl, Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! Daddy! I'm going for the title, Daddy! Well, good luck, Sunshine. Oh, thank you, Daddy. Can I have your credit card after? Yes, Sunshine. If you win, you can have my credit card. If you lose, you cannot have it. So anyway, this should be a pretty good match. Tiffany beating Gigi Dolan in the first round, then beating Roxy this past week in the semis. Now she takes on Lyra Valkyria, who beat Kiana James in the first round, then beat Cora Jade in a quickie match, and then Cora, in turn, injured Lyra's leg, so that might come into play in the match. I think Tiffany will exploit it and work on that leg throughout the match, and I'm going to go with Tiffany. This has to be Tiff's time. It's Tiffy time, so I think it's going to be her time to win the belt. And, finally win the NXT Women's Championship that she should have won way back, like about a year or so ago. But hopefully we have a Tiffany epiphany, and tonight she wins the belt for the very first time and holds it for a pretty long time. But we'll see what happens with that, and that's pretty much it. Now the Rockies scored again. That's 11-6. Oy, oy, oy. This is going to be one of those 20 to... It's going to be a football game. Denver versus the Jets or something like that. Right now it's 11-6. And in the bottom of the 5th inning, Colorado's just racking up the runs right now in that thin air. And really, Colorado's been giving the Mets fits. They took 2 or 3 at Citi Field earlier this year. Now they're about to take 2 or 3 from the Mets at Coors Field. So, it's crazy shit. Mets can't, Mets, they get some good stuff going, and then it's either the bullpen or the starting pitching can't pitch anymore. I mean, Max Scherzer pitched one hell of a game on Friday night, and then Justin Verlander dropped an egg and sucked ass last night. Now, Tyler McGill, once again, sucking up the joint like he did in his last start. This horrible BS, and that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on with that. All right, so I'm gonna go with Tiffany Stratton to pick up the win and the NXT Women's Championship, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we go to your main event of the evening for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. We got the champ, the man who don't miss. That's Carmelo Hayes with his good buddy Trick Williams. He's taking on Braun Breaker in a rematch from Stand and Deliver. So this should be pretty good. Carmelo winning the belt at Stand and Deliver for the very first time, and then Braun, in turn, the week after that, turned heel and really fucked Carmelo up, spearing him through the wall and everything, and then spearing Trick Williams in half, and then they had that match. Braun destroyed Trick Williams, and then Carmelo came in and got beat up again. And then about a week or so ago, Carmelo got the better of Braun, hitting Braun with the belt in the head and everything. And then this past week, Braun, destroyed. I forgot who he destroyed in the ring, but sent a message to Carmelo with a spear and everything. So, then him going to the barbershop and then really pissing Carmelo off. But this should be a pretty good match, another show stealer. But I'm going to go with Carmelo Hayes to retain the NXT World title over Braun. Braun doesn't really need the title for the third time, but we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Carmelo Hayes to shoot and not miss. And he will win and retain the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. And that's pretty much it. So that's my predictions for NXT Battleground. Once again, to recap, I got Gallus to retain the NXT Tag Belts over the Creed Brothers. Ilya Dragunov to beat Dijak in a last man standing match. I got Tyler Bate to win the North American title over Wesley and Joe Gacy. Dragon Lee to win the Heritage Cup over Noam Dar. Tiffany Stratton to win the vacant NXT Women's Championship from Lyra Valkyria. We may see that hooded woman tonight. I don't know who she might be. It might be Blair Davenport. People say it might be Mandy. I doubt that, but you never know. But we'll see. And in the main event, I got Carmelo Hayes to beat Braun Breaker. So we get that. All right, I'm going to take a little piss break. So I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with your Double or Nothing predictions. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, we are back. I had to rush to the bathroom to drain the mighty lizard. What happens when you drink a lot of stuff. But it is what it is. All right, we're back live. Chat room's wide open if you want to talk. If not, then keep it moving. That's pretty much it. All right, so if you're just joining me, I should say, or watching on the replay, NXT Battleground predictions: Gallus over the Creed Brothers, Ilya Dragunov over Dijak, Tyler Bate to win the North American title from Wesley and Joe Gacy, Dragon Lee to beat Noam Dar in the Heritage Cup match, Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy to win the vacant NXT Women's Championship, and in the main event, Carmelo Hayes to beat Braun Breaker to retain the NXT World Heavyweight title. And that's pretty much it. So leave me your thoughts and opinions down below with your NXT Battleground predictions. Now, we're going to get to what I think is going to be the pay-per-view of the night, and that is All Elite Wrestling's Double or Nothing 5 from the T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada, or Las Vegas. So, we got that. So, we move on. Alright, so here we go with our predictions, as always, from the Wikipedia page. So, we started with the pre-show match, and this time we don't have like 4 or 5 matches on the pre-show. But we got 11 matches total. So on the pre-show, we got a 6-man tag team match. Ethan Page and the Ass Boys, Austin and Colton Gunn, taking on the Hardy Boys, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, dude! You know, Jeff's first pay-per-view back in a long time. So we got the Hardy Boys and Hook, send for the man. Get in there, Hook. Hook, get your ass in here. Send for the man. So the Hardys and Hook take on Ethan Page and the Gun Club. If the Hardys and Hook win, Matt Hardy will own Ethan Page's contract. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if Brother Zay, the man who moans a lot, Isaiah Cassidy will be there. I mean, he is not medically cleared to wrestle. He may appear, might be what the finish might be, but I'm going to go with the Hardy Boys and Hook to win the match, and Matt Hardy will control Ethan Page's contract. So I guess he'll be with the Hardy Boys and Hook now, unless Hook turns back to heel. I don't know. He's really not doing anything, so turning him heel, I think, will be a little bit good for him, and maybe get some matches out of him. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Ethan, I'm going to go with the Hardy Boys and Hook to pick up the victory, and that's pretty much it. Alright, that's on the pre-show. Now, on the main show, we got 10 matches. Actually, 9 matches. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Alright, so we're going to start off with an open house 6-man tag team match for the AEW Trios Championship. We got the champs, the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews with the lovely Maria Brink 2.0, Julia Hart. Well, they have an open challenge, so any Trios team can take them on. And I'm thinking it's going to be the Acclaimed, Max Caster, Anthony Bowen, and Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. By the way, ladies, Sesame, Mommy Ass. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So I think it's going to be the House of Black and the Acclaimed for the Trios titles. I don't know what the dealer's choice stipulation might be. So we'll have to see with that. But if it's the Acclaimed, I'm going to go with the Acclaimed to win the Trios Championship. I know the House of Black has defended it like 3 times already. So they haven't held it for almost a month yet. But, I do like the open house rules, stipulations and stuff. I like the lighting in the match. It's great. But I'm going to go with the Acclaimed to pick up the win. And new champs tonight. And that's pretty much it. All right. I'm going to save the big matches for last, of course. So we're going to go to Taya Valkyrie and Jade Cargill 2. Now, Taya coming into AEW a couple weeks ago. We all thought that she was going to be the one to beat Jade when she was, I believe, 55, 56 and 0. Unfortunately, she did not win. And then she got suspended for a little bit because she put her hands on Aubrey Edwards. So she was suspended for a little bit. She comes back and lays out Jade with Road to Valhalla. And then we saw on Rampage, she pinned Lady Frost right in front of Jade. And really nothing happened after that. So Jade is 59 and 0. Looking to go 60 and 0 and continue her long, over 300, over, I don't know how long it is, but it's a very long reign as TBS champion. I really don't know if they're going to pull the trigger with Taya and she's going to finally be the one to beat Jade, but I'm going to go with Jade to go 60 and 0. I mean, there's not that many women left for her. You got Saraya Knight, possibly Thunder Rosa, Athena, Hikaru Shida, Dr. Britt Baker Baby, Chris Statlander, maybe Mandy Rose at Forbidden Door, maybe Mercedes down the line if she comes to AEW. Could be a whole bunch of other women down the line we don't know about. But I think Jade's going to go 60 and 0, and eventually she will lose. I don't know when. If it's not going to be at Forbidden Door, I would think it's going to be at all in or maybe all out in August. But Jade's holding that belt hostage like Athena's holding the Ring of Honor women's title hostage. So something's got to give. So I'm going to go with Jade to retain the title. Probably Mark Sterling and maybe Layla Gray will get involved. Most likely they will, and really give Taya problems and headaches and everything. So I'm going to go with Jade to pick up the win, go 60-0, and that's pretty much it for that. And we move on with that. All right, and we go to another women's match, this time for the AEW Women's World Title. We got the champ, Jamie Hayter, taking on the lovely Toni Storm with Ruby Soho and Saraya Knight of the Outcast at ringside. I would assume Britt Baker, baby, will be at ringside with Jamie, maybe Hikaru Shida, but we'll see what happens with that. This should be a pretty good match. Jamie holding that belt for a while. She beat Toni Storm back, I believe, at Full Gear last year to get the belt and then become the official AEW Women's Champion, not that interim shit. And then Toni Storm getting involved with Saraya Knight and then teaming up with Ruby Soho to form the Outcasts. They've been going back and forth with Jamie and Britt Baker, and now Hikaru Shida comes in. Willow Nightingale was involved in that, and then little old Rio. Her name is Rio, and she dances on my lap. That Rio, who we haven't seen in a while, so because she's on my lap, that's why. But and then Jamie Hayter a couple weeks ago on Rampage hurt her shoulder, and then we saw this past week on Rampage that the Outcast beat up Jamie in the back, injuring her arm even more. And then Britt Baker and Shida going to the back to try to save her. It was a little bit too late. So we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Jamie Hayter to retain the belt. I still think there's going to be, her and Britt Baker, the best friends. I think Britt's going to eventually turn heel again and go after the belt, maybe win it again for the second time. Or maybe Thunder Rosa gets the belt, because we haven't seen Thunder Rosa in a while, and we're probably going to be seeing her on Collision in a couple weeks. But we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with Jamie Hayter to retain over Toni Storm, either by disqualification or straight up she hits Haterade and gets the win. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. That's that. All right. Then we have a 21-man battle royal for the AEW International title, or the IC belt. Orange Cassidy will defend against 20 other men. We have Ricky Starks in the match. Swerve Strickland and Brian Cage will be in the match. With Mogul Affiliate, the Mogul Embassy, Mogul Affiliates. What do you want to call them? Dustin Rhodes is going to be in it with his good buddy Keith Lee. Going to be so many other people in this match. I think the Butcher, the Blade, Kip Sabian will be in this match. Really the mid-carders will be in this match. I don't know who to pick in this match, but I'm thinking that somehow, some way, Orange Cassidy will retain the belt. If not, I don't know who could win this match. So it's very hard to predict this match. So I'm gonna go with, I guess, my gut on this one. And usually my gut wins, but I'm gonna go with Orange Cassidy, my good friend Orange Cassidy, to pick up the win and retain the All International title. But I say if anybody is in the pick my nose. Anybody is in the Final Four, probably be Ricky Starks, maybe Juice Robinson, maybe Jay White be in the match. I think they'll cancel each other out though. But we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go with Orange Cassidy to retain by the luckiest of margins. And that's it. Alright, then we go to a ladder match for the AEW TNT Championship. We got Wardlow with Arn Anderson about to pull off his clock. He takes on Christian Cage with the mighty Luchasaurus at ringside. Now, this is Christian Cage's background. He knows a thing or two about ladders. Wardlow saying, I climbed ladders all my life, blah, blah, blah. I really hope Wardlow wins because I really don't want Christian to win. And then, I mean, the TNT title is basically like a hot potato now. And really, Wardlow holding that belt is like a curse to him because every time he's held it for 1 month. He's held it for maybe less than that, like a day. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Arn Anderson might turn on Wardlow and join up with Christian and Luchasaurus, but, I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. So I'm going to go with Wardlow to retain. I think eventually he will probably lose that belt, maybe by All In, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go with Wardlow to pick up the victory. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the tag team titles, my friends. The AEW Tag Team titles, Mark Briscoe, the Funky Chicken. As always, we have to pay homage and respect to the man, his brother, Jay Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy! And that's pretty much it. So we got FCR, Fuck the Revival, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler defending against Lethal Stroke, or Team TNA, whatever you want to call them. We got Black Machismo, ooh, yeah! Get it! Jay Lethal as a helicopter goes off. I live near the airport, I told you. So we got Jay Lethal and Double J, J-E, double F, J-A, double R-E, double T, that's Jerry Jarrett. Along with his wife, Karen Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalaya, and Satnam Singh at ringside. So this is going to be a pretty interesting match. I'm going to go with FTR to win. I really hope Mark does not turn heel and join up with, with Lethal and Jarrett and company. I really hope we don't see that because it'll really make Mark look really bad, and him going against Samoa Joe for the TV title, it wouldn't really look good for a heel in Mark Briscoe to go up against a heel in Samoa Joe for the TV title. So I think Mark will do the right thing, going right down the middle, daddy, like Bill Alfonso says, and he'll call right down the middle, and then I think FTR will hit the Shadow Machine, probably I hope on Jarrett. It'll be nice for that, or maybe on Jay Lethal, he'll take the pin. But I'm going to go with FTR to retain the belts. It'll look really bad for the tag team division if Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal win the belts because of Mark. And that's all I got to say about that. So FTR will retain, hopefully, and that's it. Alright, after that, we go to an unsanctioned match. Where no rules, AEW is not liable for anything that happens in the match. And we got Sabu as a special guest enforcer between Chris Jericho, the Ocho, the Wizard, Le Champion. He takes on my good friend, and hopefully yours, that's Adam Cole, baby! This match is going to be crazy. He's going to go all over the place like Jericho and Roddy did. Probably go in the crowd, maybe outside the arena, maybe in the garden, maybe in the dirt. Could be in the bathroom, maybe in the ladies' bathroom. I don't know. He's gonna be crazy, and I don't know if there's gonna be any blood in this match, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm gonna go with my good friend Adam Cole, baby, to pick up the win, and that's pretty much it for that. All right, so Mets scored. It's 11-7, Colorado, top of the 7th inning. So hopefully the Mets will be starting their comeback. No outs, top of the 7th inning in Colorado. Hopefully the Mets win this game 12-11, but we'll see. We shall see. They got a long way to go. They're down by 4 right now, but 4-1 lead in Colorado. It's not a given that you can win, but it is what it is. All right, so going back to Adam Cole. So I'm going to go with Adam Cole to beat Jericho. I think Jericho's going to put him over. I wouldn't be surprised if Britt Baker gets involved in this match to help out her man. But Jericho Appreciation Society will probably get involved. I think we'll see Roddy definitely in this match. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly. Bobby Fish, I doubt, because he hasn't signed or doing anything right now, except really doing nothing in Impact Wrestling. But I mean, we could see another member of Cole's little entourage get involved. I think Sabu will get involved, maybe do the Arabian Face Buster or, Air Sabu or something like that, even though he can't really, because he had kidney surgery, so he's all fucked up. So I don't think he's going to do any high-flying moves. Maybe, we'll see, but I think Sabu will get involved, and I think he'll count the pin after the referee gets knocked out, whether it be Aubrey Edwards or Rick Knox or Bryce or anybody. So we got that, and we'll move on with that. So Adam Cole will win the unsanctioned match, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we go to the Four Pillars match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. We got the champ, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, MJF, taking on Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. Darby Allin, how you doing, Darby? I used to live in my car. How you doing, Darby Allin fans? How you doing? I'm gonna ride my skateboard to the ring and bore the hell out of people. And he takes on Jungle Man Jack Perry. This should be a pretty good match. MJF held in a belt since Full Gear, so he's almost 1 year as champ, getting there. Taking on the three pillars of AEW besides him, Sammy, Darby, and Jungle Boy, who won respective matches to get in there. Really, it was supposed to be MJF and Sammy one-on-one, but Darby and Jungle Boy won a tag team match to get into the four-way match, which was originally announced before. So we had to go through hoops to get to this four-way match. So it's going to be good. I think it'll be a sleeper match, sleeper banger match. I think it's going to be a good match. I'm going with MJF to retain. I just don't think they're going to pull the trigger with Sammy or Darby or even Jack Perry. I'll be surprised if Tony Khan decides to take the belt off the prick, MJF. But I just think MJF will hold that belt till maybe Full Gear, hold it for 1 year, and then either lose it at Full Gear to maybe Adam Cole, baby, or maybe lose it to Kenny or something like that. Before the whole bidding war 2024 begins, and then if he doesn't get signed, he takes the belt to WWE, because Hunter will sign him in a heartbeat. So I hope we don't get that, but we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go to MJF to retain the title, and that's pretty much it. And we will move on. Then we go to Anarchy in the Arena. Anarchy in the Arena. It's going to be one bloody as fuck, violent as fuck match. We got the Blackpool Cup Club, Bryan Danielson. Yes! Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, the Ring of Honor champion, and the man who, has no friends, and that's Wheeler Utah. They take on the elite of Kenny, by God Omega, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and the Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page. And I will tell you right now, he is going to do some cowboy shit. And like I said, this is going to be brutal, bloody. They're going to go all over the ring, all over the arena, into the crowd, into the concourse, outside. They could be on the Las Vegas Strip. Who knows where they're going to be going in this match. It's going to be bloody as fuck. I mean, we might see some barbed wire, screwdrivers, glass. I mean, it's going to be hellacious. I would not be surprised if Don Callis gets involved in this match. A lot of people saying that Blackpool Combat Club should win this match because of Don. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with the Elite to pick up the victory and send the fans home happy. And it should be the main event. Hopefully it is, and not the Four Pillars match, so the crowd can go home unhappy and goes like, oh, MJF won, yay. But I do see some surprises tonight, some debuts, maybe some returns. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. But if any surprises happen, I will do a reaction to it. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. So, might not get one video. You might get two. Well, you gotta get two, definitely. You might get 3 or 4 videos if my reactions go up pretty quick. But we'll see what happens with that. So I'm gonna go with the Elite to pick up the victory in Anarchy in the Arena. And that's pretty much it. So to recap my predictions for Double or Nothing, on the pre-show, I got the Hardy Boys and Hook to beat Ethan Page and the Gun Club, or the Ass Boys. I'm going to go from 1 to 10 here. I got MJF to retain the world title over Sammy Guevara, Darby, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. FTR to retain the tag team belts over Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal with Mark Briscoe as a special ref. Wardlow to retain the TNT title over Christian. I got Orange Cassidy to retain in that 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal over whoever's in that. Jamie Hayter to retain the AEW Women's World title. Like I said, the Elite will destroy and somehow beat the Blackpool Combat Club in a very bloody, very violent Anarchy in the Arena match. Jade Cargill to go 60-0 against Taya Valkyrie. I just don't think Taya's going to be the one to beat her, but we'll see. I got Adam Cole, baby, to beat Chris Jericho in that unsanctioned match with Sabu as a special guest enforcer. And in the open house, open challenge match for the Trios Championship, I got The Acclaimed to beat the House of Black and win the Trios Championship. That's Max Caster, Anthony Bowen, and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn. So that's my predictions for Double or Nothing and NXT Battleground. So should be some good shows tonight, good pay-per-views, good matches hopefully. But like I said, I will be watching Double or Nothing live. I'll also be watching along with Issa and company, and she'll be watching Double or Nothing as well. So I might get, it's like, oh, Tiffany Stratton won, yay! But I'll rewatch it tomorrow morning. When I get up tomorrow morning, I'll rewatch it, and then I will do my quick review. We're not gonna go live with the review for NXT Battleground. Hopefully, get it done in about a half hour before I go out for my Memorial Day festivities, and that's pretty much it. So later tonight, you get your NXT. Your Double or Nothing your review for Double or Nothing tonight on the Peter Joseph channel. So hit that bell later tonight and get involved and be in the chat and all that shit. Later tonight, probably about 12:30 or whenever it goes off the air. I might go live at 1 or 1:30, depending on how tired I am. But we will be live with the review, and then tomorrow will be your NXT Battleground review. We won't be live for that, but we will be live tomorrow night, late tomorrow night, with your Monday Night Raw review as we're on the road to Money in the Bank July 1st for WWE. Forbidden Door is the next major event for AEW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling will be involved. So we'll be seeing some New Japan stars there and everything, and that's pretty much it. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below, what your predictions are for NXT Battleground and Double or Nothing, and that's pretty much it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your coat. And if you're not down with that, you're SOL, and you know what that means. And if you're still not down with that, you can go fuck yourselves, and I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. So until next time, I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace. Ha!